If you're a realtor and you miss these insurance red flags during a listing appointment or while showing a house to your buyer, your clients could be hit with thousands in surprise costs, major exclusions, or get denied coverage completely. Just last week, I got a call from a buyer stressed out because their insurance quote came back and the roof wasn't covered at all. The roof was 13 years old and in poor condition, so the carrier excluded the roof from the policy. That deal, it could have fallen through. It didn't, but it definitely didn't have to get that far. This is the kind of thing that can be caught early if someone knows to look out for it. And I know as a realtor, you're already juggling a million things for your clients. I get it, but whether you're a listing agent or a buyer's agent, you stand as their first line of defense. And when you catch these issues early, you don't just save the deal, you protect people's biggest investment and you secure your commission check. So I want to walk you through a few of the biggest insurance red flags to keep an eye out for. These are things that I see over and over, killing deals or making closings just way more stressful than they need to be. So let's start with the roof, because this is easily the number one deal killer that I see. And it's not just the age, it's the condition too. Some carriers won't even offer a quote with roof coverage if the roof is over 10 years old. So here's what you want to look out for when looking at properties or when working with sellers. Look for missing or curling shingles on the roof, exposed nail heads, or any patchwork or obvious damage. Even if it's a newer roof with visible wear, that can raise a red flag to the carriers. So if you're a listing agent, ask that seller about the roof age up front. If it's nearing that 10-year mark, just maybe realize that that might be an issue during inspections or for the buyers wanting to buy the property and securing home insurance coverage. Now, if you're representing the buyer, use the roof's age or condition as a potential negotiation point. If coverage is going to be denied or have a roof exclusion, your buyer needs to know that now, not at underwriting, because that will be an issue. Next thing to pay attention to is HVAC systems. Old systems are more than just outdated, they're fire hazards, and they're more likely to break down. If the HVAC is 20 plus years old, that's going to be a problem. Even if it's newer, look for warning signs like rust, debris. How well maintained does that unit actually look out there? Buyer's agents, don't just look for visible wear. If the seller doesn't know the system age, check the information plate on the unit with the serial numbers outside. It should mention a manufacturing date. Now let's talk electrical, because this is a big one, because in newer homes, we have a lot more safety features in place, but older homes, not so much. And depending on when the electrical was last updated, that could be an issue. If you see an old fuse box instead of a modern circuit breaker, that's a red flag. If there's not been tube wiring, most insurance companies won't touch it. Same with Federal Pacific or Zinsco panels. They're known fire hazards. Also look for things like extension cords being used as permanent wiring or kitchens and bathrooms without those GFCI outlets. These may seem like small things, but they're clues that the electrical system hasn't been properly maintained, and that's definitely going to matter to an underwriter. Plumbing and water heaters are next. If you see old galvanized pipes or polybutylene plumbing from the 80s or 90s, run, girl. Don't walk. These are leak risks, and insurance carriers know it, and underwriting will most likely say that it's ineligible. As for water heaters, they have to be in good condition, and there's usually no age restriction for tankless water heaters, at least from what I've seen with our carrier partners. But also pay attention to where it's installed in the house. Is the water heater sitting directly on concrete, or is it in a finished basement where a leak could cause thousands in damage? Insurers prefer these to be tucked away in an unfinished space like a garage or a utility room. Now, here's the thing. I'm not telling you all of this so you can start pointing out every flaw and scare people off. That's not helpful. I'm sharing this because you have the power to turn the red flags into real value for your clients. When you help your sellers get ahead of these issues, or you help your buyers spot them before it's too late, you build trust with them. You bring peace of mind, and you make closing feel a whole lot smoother for everyone involved. And here's something that I hope you'll take to heart. Get a few insurance brokers in your corner. People you trust, who will pick up the phone when you call, who know how to guide and educate your clients with empathy, not 2 weeks before closing, not when the lender demands it, early. Even a quick conversation about some properties you're showing can save time, money, and stress. I work with agents all the time who bring me in early into the transaction, and those are the smoothest, cleanest closings by far. But I also get those last minute panic calls. Can you check this house? The carrier's declining the roof. What are we gonna do? By then, the clock's already ticking and options are limited. I'm not a magician, as much as I wish I could be. Let's not do that. Let's work together earlier when we can actually solve things. I'm Callie Navardiz, and I help realtors and their clients navigate tricky insurance situations like this every single day with clear answers, fast turnaround times, and absolutely no pressure. If you've got a property that's giving you red flag vibes, or if you just want someone on standby who gets it, reach out. Call me or schedule an appointment. You'll always talk to me directly. And if something's on your mind right now, drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and I'll cover your questions in an upcoming video. And after that, check out this video right over here, where I go over more expert insurance tips. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.